94.7 sounds good. Welcome back to a special episode of the Afternoon Cruise of Stage 1 with Dia Frampton. She's told us about her experience in Manila so far, her growing up years, and discovering her music, as well as her stint with The Voice. And now, why don't we get to your album, Rent? How long did you work on this record, and what kept you going?
I worked on it for about 6 months after The Voice ended, and we wanted to get the album out quickly to not lose momentum with the show, and I wasn't used to writing
On
that
the fly?
quickly. Yeah, because sometimes it'll take me 2 weeks to finish a song or more, and and then, you'll go through, oh, this isn't right, or that isn't right, and I just didn't have enough time to go over everything, so it was really an interesting experience, but I think I enjoy writing under pressure in a weird way. It kind of helps me, and that's how I've been even as a young kid. Is anything under pressure, I tend to focus more when that happens instead of otherwise. And I got to work with a lot of really, really great people. I got to work with Foster the People and Florence the Machine producer and Greg Wells, just all these amazing producers I looked up to for so long. So I feel like as far as making the album, I learned so much just from being around these great, great artists and musicians.
Okay, on that note, we actually have a question here from Florencio, one of your fans. He says, how do you prepare for a gig or a concert? Does it include habits, rituals, or specific items?
Yes, usually during a gig or before a gig, I'm quite simple. I just drink a lot of water. I try not to talk too much and wear out my voice. And this has been the most difficult here in the Philippines is air conditioning really dries out my throat. So usually the night before I'll sleep without AC on. And today I woke up pretty sweaty and a little bit uncomfortable. So that's been a difficult thing to do here.
Okay, we'll get to more questions here. Hello to Nothing But Left and also to Brook on Fire. We have photographer here who says, we'd actually have The Voice in the Philippines. What can you, Dia Frampton, advise or share to the contestants?
I would tell them to play up their strengths and not worry about other people, because there's so many different artists on a show like The Voice that you can't really compare yourself. And I find that when you start comparing yourself, you start trying to be like that person, or if they're doing a big ballad and you want to, do something to that caliber. But the thing is, you got to pick songs that really show the strengths of your voice, whatever they might be. And it doesn't always have to be a long high note. It could be a really unique, beautiful vibrato or something. And I've heard from many people that the Philippines has incredible singers that everybody sings. So I'm really excited. Yes, I'm so excited to see what The Voice Philippines brings.
Yeah, so I'm just throwing this out there. What if, of course, you make more albums and then you go on more tours and all that. What if in the future, like let's say 10, 15 years from now, they ask you to be on the show as one of the mentors?
Oh my gosh. Help all the artists that get stuck with me. I think it'd be a fun thing, but man, that is a hard question to answer because I still feel like myself, I'm growing so much and I'm learning so much that I don't think I think I would just pretend to know what I'm talking about while the camera's on, and then once it shuts off, I'd be like, good luck. I'll see you on stage.
But let's say, like for now, you come across a lot of great artists and bands. What would make you like them? What is it that you get to appreciate?
I appreciate songwriting the most, to be honest, and I think that's the most rare thing in music today. Is I think maybe 70% of artists don't even write their own songs, and that's a little strange to me almost. And I really appreciate artists like Damien Rice or Bon Iver who write their own music and are so involved in the record making process, because there's so many artists out there that literally get songs handed to them by Los Angeles songwriters and go cut vocals for them in 2 days and then go to a party, and it's just like it doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. So there, in appreciation of her fellow artists and musicians, Dia will be singing this is her last song, and this one is by...
Yeah, the song is a cover by Foster the People, and it's called Pumped Up Kicks.
94.7 sounds good. Dia Frampton live on stage one today, special edition. That was her version of Pump the Kicks. We, of course, also have Danny Demrose. He's the vocalist of Scars on 45. Welcome, and thank you for joining us also this afternoon. So you've been with Dia since she got here Friday.
Yeah, it's been fun so far.
He wouldn't try balut today.
Oh,
I tried a little bit. I
And?
tried a little bit of the soup. It was strange.
Strange.
And I'm half Korean, so I've tried a lot of Korean cuisine, and there's some weird stuff in there, but I wasn't prepared. And Danny wimped out.
Oh.
Yeah,
So today
I don't
or
feel
tomorrow.
bad about that at all.
All right. So apart from, of course, apart from balut, what else did they make you taste? Well, as far as Filipino food is concerned.
I haven't had anything too crazy yet. In fact, we haven't gotten our hands on too much Filipino food yet. I mean, the mangoes here are incredible, that's for sure. I just had a mango shake, and it was to die for. And what else have we had? That's great
Dried
here?
mangoes, not
Everything.
yet.
What's that?
Dried mangoes.
Oh, some people at the show gave me some dried mangoes. I think I'm gonna save them for the plane ride though.
Yes, you will love that. So there, and we're also saying hello to more people. We have Cry Much, who just loved your performance. Chef Sierra is asking about your favorite books.
My favorite books. Les Miserables is one of my favorite books, and like I said, I'm reading the Lord of the Rings trilogy again, which I really enjoy. I used to be a fantasy dweeb when I was younger, and I think I'm starting to embrace that again. I really like Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged, are really great books. And then I love all of the like Pride and Prejudice and Jane Eyre books, all the great stuff that came out of England.
So we won't be surprised if you come up with a fantasy type of book in the future.
Yeah, the book I'm writing right now is fantasy, and the kids' book is definitely like dragons, ghosts, pirates. So yeah, I'm into that
So
stuff.
with the children's book, is it out here in the Philippines?
No, I'm
yet?
gonna put it out. I think I'm gonna put it out on Kindle.
Okay.
That's really been incredible, the Kindle. I didn't really know a lot about them. I got one for Christmas, and I cannot get away from it. And I love how you can look up definitions of words, because that's always, you know, my new thing is just figuring out how to put words in to make myself sound really smart.
And books really do help you. It opens you up to
Yes.
so many words and how to really use them also when you get to write.
Yes.
So there, so it was lovely to have you here. I know that we have a lot more questions and we would love to really have you sing more songs, but we understand that you have to rest and you have a long day ahead of you. So thank you so much, Dia. What's next for you then? After the Philippines, where else can we see you?
I'm headed to Thailand and Indonesia and Malaysia, and then I'm gonna start writing a second record. So I'm really excited about that. I've already started writing, so got some ideas, and I'm really excited. So you can hear new songs hopefully soon.
Okay, so there you go. And please don't forget to follow her on Twitter. That's at Dia Framps. Also check out her official Facebook page. That's Dia Frampton. And your official website
Yes.
is
DiaFramptonMusic.net.
there. And of course, invite them to get a copy of the album.
Yes,
If they don't
yes.
have it yet.
Please pick up my album Red. It's on iTunes Philippines and at most record bars here and record stores. You can check it out.
Okay, thank you so much, Dia.
Yeah,
and
thank you for
Gabby.
having me. Thank you.
And
Thank
to
you.
Mike. There you go. Okay, Dia Frampton on stage one. Now, why don't we let's get to a short break and then we'll be back with entertainment spot.